Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. We see a small pullback, had a bit of a rejection there to this resistance or target area I communicated to you in the last video earlier today. In the first video earlier today, I highlighted that we should see another extension, another wave up. That additional wave up occurred and we now see a bit of a rejection. What that means, we will discuss that in this video. Just wanted to take a look at the ETH daily chart as well, because some of you might not have watched the last video from yesterday in which I explained what we expect medium term for ETH. And in this scenario currently, I'm watching for a 1-2, a 1-2, and another 1-2 setup. So we have 3 1-2 setups on the chart, and it could take us to around about, 8 to 12K in this bull run. There is another possibility, okay? There is another possibility to the wave count, which wouldn't make a great difference. It could also send us higher, maybe not quite to 8K. I need to take some time to really look at it in detail. It is possible that we're dealing here with some kind of an ending diagonal in wave 5, but I will need to think about how I would label this in detail, because it could be that, for example, this was an A, B, C in a larger A wave, B wave pullback, and we're now moving up in wave C, or even we'll then see a wave C. That could, oh yeah, no, 1 second. This would be, sorry, got confused myself there briefly. No, A, B, C, yeah, in wave 1. Then this would be wave 2. Then we might see something like A, B, C in wave 3. Then there would be a wave 4, but a deeper wave 4. And then another A, B, C in wave 5. So that would be a bit messy, okay? Just want to highlight that. So, this is possible, an ending diagonal. This would not be as aggressively bullish as I have it on the chart right now, but it would also be bullish, it would just be a much more choppy way up, a much more difficult rocky road basically to new all-time highs, okay? So I just want to mention that ending diagonals are also 5-wave moves, but we would not have this nested, this staggered 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 setup, which would basically lead to a parabolic move higher towards $3,000, $4,000 next, and then eventually to 8 to 12K. A diagonal is going to be much more choppy. You'll get setbacks where you don't normally would, expect them, and so on. It's just part of it, because a diagonal, even though it's also a trending move, a so-called motive wave, it consists of corrective structures. So just want to highlight that, but yeah, that's sort of the medium-term outlook. As long as yesterday's low is holding, we should see the move to, $3,500 next, basically. Roughly this next structural resistance area. Talked about that already in the previous videos. Now let's take a look at the shorter time frame. Here, this is the idea that, possibly this wave 2 bottomed here on the 3rd of Jan. And we're now moving higher in this third wave. What you see here highlighted in 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is likely a diagonal. It cannot be mistaken for an impulse, because the wave 1 is corrective, impossible in an impulse. And this here looks very much like an A, B, and then 5 waves in C. So we have A, B, C in 1, A, B, C in 3, and then we would need A, B, C, and 5, and that would complete wave 1 of that larger degree third wave I just showed you on the daily time frame here. So this would just be wave 1 of 3. So let's get back to the hourly chart. It's actually the 30-minute chart I've got here at the moment. And in the last video we talked about this third wave, that this third wave is likely still unfolding, but then it looks like we should get one more high. Well, we did get one more high, and I have adjusted support based on that last high. and the support level is now 2,362. This level really needs to hold, even if this third wave extends. So I'm not suggesting wave 4 has started. It could be. Yeah, I mean, we had a reaction to that area, even though it would have been ideal to reach maybe that 2.382 extension level, but it fell just short. But okay, it reached the larger area there, the larger Fibonacci area, made a higher high. That's fine. Bitcoin reached a key target up there, so maybe ETH just didn't have a chance to get there because of correlations in the crypto market. But yeah, I wouldn't rule out that this move up is finished. It could have been like that, and then wave 5 was a 5-wave move, and that we're now coming down in this 4th wave. So that's probably what I'm watching for right now. Obviously, a break above today's high will extend the 3rd wave higher. The next levels are still 2,334 and 2,777. And yeah, if this 4th wave is unfolding now, the first line of support is at 2,571. It's a 23.6 Fib level, and pretty much in line with the previous 4th wave low of the lower degree. So the pullback should be an ABC structure, right? And if this could be the A wave down, then we might see a bit of a B wave bounce. So yeah, that's what I'm watching. It's very early now in this correction, so we don't have enough price data really, but it looks as if this was an A wave, then we get B and C. If that becomes clearer, and we have an A and B complete, we can calculate a target for C. And whatever ETH is doing, it needs to hold $2,362 to keep grinding its way higher in this leading diagonal within a 3rd wave, because the 5th wave is still missing. Now, what happens if we break below support? Well, then the structure is likely going to break, and likely the areas around the January lows are going to be tested around 2,160 again, and we might fall back in this wave 2. And it might be that this is just the high B wave that we've got on the chart, even though not primarily what I'm watching for, not after a breakout higher. But yeah, this is now going to be very interesting. So the parameters should be very clear that we can watch and observe. So yeah, hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.